Sanitize our hands. Remember to rub it in properly between your fingers at the back of your hands. And make sure if there are other people around that you keep your 1 meter distance. Today's lesson is social health. So the topic is social health, but our focus today will be puberty and sexual development. Puberty and sexual development. Let us all grab our books, get a pencil, get a pen, and open on page 18. At the end of this lesson, you should all be able to discuss the physical changes that are taking place in boys and girls during puberty and the sexual responses that are taking place in boys and girls during puberty. You should be able to define sex and you should be able to define sexual intercourse. New terms we will be learning in this lesson. Only puberty is listed there, but there are so many other terms we will be learning. Orgasm, masturbation, wet dreams. Let us all turn to page 19. When we are between the ages of 7 to 19, boys and girls go through certain changes. I'm sure that when you look at yourself, when you take a bath, you have seen some changes on your body. So we will first look at the changes taking place in boys and then the changes taking place in girls. Pamene will assist me by showing some of the changes that are taking place first in boys and then in girls. Puberty is the stage of sexual maturity. The stage of sexual maturity takes place from ages 7 to ages 19. Girls usually mature faster than the boys. So changes in the boys. First, you will see that boys will grow taller, the height changes. Another changes in boys is that there will be pubic hair. Pubic hair is the hair that grows under our armpits and hair that grows around our genitals. Pubic hair, hair growing under our armpits and hair growing around the genitals. Another change taking place in boys is that the body becomes muscular. You will start to see some muscles developing. Not all the boys will obviously develop muscles at the same time, but it's between 9 to 19, so your turn will come. Private parts enlarge in boys. You will see that your testicles and your penis grows bigger. So private parts enlarge. Some people are finding it funny, yes, but there is a change. If you look at yourself, you look at your little brother, you look at your older brother, you will notice those changes. Boys will start to produce sperm cells. In the previous lesson, when you learned the reproductive organs, you learned that sperm cells are produced in the testes. So boys will start to produce sperm cells. Shoulders broaden. For the boys, you will see that the shoulders are becoming a little bit flat and out, just to show that masculine shape. The voice deepens. Most of the boys in grade 8 still might have a squeaky voice, but your turn will come. Voice will deepen. And pimples appear. Not all the boys will get pimples. Some people's skin is different from the other. Some people get pimples in grade 6, others will only get pimples in grade 7. Some people might not even get pimples. So it differs from person to person. But pimples appearing is just an indication of puberty. Nothing much to worry about. Okay, we will now look at the changes that are taking place in girls. Pamoina, can you please hold this out? Thank you. Changes in girls. The very first one there shows pubic hair. From age 7 to age 19, girls can already grow pubic hair. Pubic hair under our armpits, pubic hair around your genitals. The breast will enlarge. They are already breast, but then they will just enlarge as your years go. You will see that your breasts are maturing. Some people, depending on your family, some people's breasts grow much faster. Other people's breasts take time to grow, but it is all part of puberty. Everyone's breast will mature. Girls start to produce egg cells. Egg cells are produced in the ovary. You also learned that in the previous lesson. Ovaries produce egg cells. So girls will start to produce egg cells. This is already an indication that the next thing is happening. Girls will start to get their menstruation. Your monthly periods will start. Nothing to be scared, nothing to be surprised about. Every girl will go through this. So when you get your menstruation, you share with somebody that you trust, and then they will guide you. Hips whiten in the girls. You will see that your body becomes more shaped. In the first example there, you can also see how the hips are forming so that people can see that, yes, this is a girl. So your hips will whiten. Your body becomes more shaped as a girl. Pimples appear in girls. Pimples appear. A lot of pimples disappear on their own. You just need to wash your face and let it dry. But some of the times, girls want to stress over the pimples and you press them and you apply all kinds of things. And then they are not going to disappear. So when those pimples appear, just let them be. It's just a stage of puberty. They will disappear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So puberty, a stage of sexual maturity. Puberty happens between ages 7 to ages 19. Girls usually mature before the boys. But during that time, whether you are 7, 8, 9, or 10, any of those age, you will start to notice the changes that I just mentioned on your body. We are going to continue. We are still on page 19. Sexual responses in boys and girls during puberty. Sexual responses in boys and girls during puberty. The other ones that we mentioned were the physical changes. You are able to see those changes on your body. But now these are the sexual responses. Sexual responses are normal experiences. Nothing to be afraid or embarrassed about. All of them are part of growing up. Everyone will go through them sooner or later. Just know that we can all control our sexual feelings. They are all in the mind. We are able to control them. So I'm going to explain 3 sexual responses. They are on page 20. 3 sexual responses that are taking place in girls and boys during puberty. The first sexual response is the feelings of attraction. Boys are attracted to girls. Girls are attracted to boys. People are chasing each other around the whole day. For what reason, we don't know. But those are just indications that you are attracted to this person. Feelings of attraction. Another sexual response, masturbation. Masturbation is the self-stimulation of the genitals to achieve sexual arousal and pleasure. In simple words, it simply means touching yourself on your vagina or touching yourself on your penis. You are going to feel some kind of sexual desire while you touch yourself. That is masturbation. It's just part of a sexual response. You don't need to try it. You don't need to try it. You wait until you are 25. Another sexual response, wet dreams. Wet dreams, when a person orgasms involuntarily during their sleep. Experienced mostly in boys, then in girls. Wet dreams can be triggered by sexual thoughts. You are watching a sexual movie and you go sleep, then those wet dreams will be there. Or you are watching naked pictures. So wet dreams can be avoided if you stick to your schoolwork, read only schoolwork. You will not have any issues with wet dreams because it is involuntary, yes, but you can control it. When we go through puberty, there is a lot that we need to do. One, if you have pubic hair, make sure that you cut your pubic hair. It's good that you want to show your friends that you have pubic hair, but if you do not shave your pubic hair, you are going to have some kind of smells under your armpits. There will be some kind of smells around your genitals. So shave. Use the right deodorants also. When girls start getting their menstruation, very much important, change your pad all the time so that it doesn't leak through on your dress or it doesn't become smelly. You need to be very, very feminine during this time when you have your menstruation. You can't be running around and jumping on the slides. You have to behave during this time. And also when you remove your pad, wrap it up in something and throw it away in the dustbins. Boys, when you have sexual feelings or feelings of attraction towards a girl, does not mean that you should be aggressive and force this person to want to like you. No. Just because you are attracted to the person doesn't mean they are also attracted. And sexual feelings can be controlled. Very much important to know that. Two very important terms that we need to know is listed there at the bottom of the page: sex and sexual intercourse. People usually get confused between those two terms. Sex simply means your gender. When you complete forms, you will always see there that they write sex. Your sex is your gender. Are you male? Are you a boy? Are you a man? Male, man or boy? And female, are you a woman? Are you a girl? Female. So your sex is your gender. Then the other one is sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse is the physical act between people involving the reproductive organs. When the penis enters the vagina, that process is known as sexual intercourse. Too much information that some people are receiving. It is very important that you receive sexual information so that you are able to protect yourself the right way. On the next page, page 21, you will receive self-assessment questions there that you need to answer. The first one, write down physical changes that occur in boys and girls during puberty. So you can mention 4 changes in girls and you can mention 4 changes in boys. Write down sexual responses that occur in boys and girls during puberty. Any sexual change that is happening in boys and in girls. Then the very last one, define sex and sexual intercourse. The memorandum is there at the back, but please do not jump to get the answers yet. Answer it first on your own and then take a pencil and mark yourself. See how much you have scored, and that is the only way that you can rate if you have understood. Okay, I so hope that you have enjoyed this lesson and that you have learned a lot about puberty and sexual development. I hope to see you in the next lesson. We will sanitize our hands once again Every time that you do an activity, every time that you go out, before you eat, anything that you do, like the entire day, you have to sanitize. Keep busy, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Social distance, remember. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Shashi. And Simon says don't touch your face, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth unless your hands are super clean. Bye!
More than ever before, football fans demand unique insight and analysis. The Football Review is much more than a highlights show. Bold, provocative editorial that goes beyond conventional reporting, setting the agenda for football discussion. Champions League, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, and much more. Want genuine insight with hard-hitting editorial? Need compelling premium football content? The Football Review. Best, bar none.
Black sunrise, always gonna be a surprise, 'cause we don't know the way it's going to go, 'cause we can see the way it's going to be, 'cause we can see.
We're talking about COVID. Puberty, tell us about the day you found out you had COVID.
The day I found out I have COVID, just a typical day. I didn't understand how I got COVID because I was always covered, I was always with my hand sanitizer. It came with my wife. And that whole day, I was thinking, what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna survive. My kids, I was losing my tasting, smelling. There were some days I will test my taste buds and put like 4 or 5 chilies in my coffee. No ways. I didn't taste it.
So did you also lose your appetite in the process?
It was very funny. In the first week, no, I was chowing. I was chowing like I will wake up like midnight and make for me something. But after the first week, then the appetite was gone. When you go to bed, your body is also automatically switching off. And that's a dangerous time for COVID. It's like glass pinching you, cutting you inside your lungs. Then the heart was pumping like rubber pumps. You are losing a lot of fluids at night.
Is that through fever or what?
Yeah, it's through fever.
So have you experienced any side effects from having contracted COVID-19?
No, not yet. Maybe still coming, but not yet.
And your wife?
She was complaining about light head. It's an annoying headache. It's light, but it's annoying.
So basically, you didn't take any prescribed medicine from the doctor to recover from COVID?
No, I didn't. The only thing I was using is desperate for my blood not to clot. Because for some people, when your lungs are really, really infected, your blood will start to clot from the lungs, close all the airways. That's where we are passing. I'm smoking cigarette, and when you were a smoker, and COVID in your lungs now.
So then after you found out, you both found out you had COVID, what did you guys do to protect the kids?
The kids move out from the house. The Buddhists will come, then we'll collect everything for them and just put for them outside. When they came, just grab the food and go.
So what was the biggest battle for you? Was it mental or physical?
Mentally. Mentally was the biggest battle. I'm actually an international movie maker, and my career was cut off. I couldn't put bread on the table. There were some days we have one meal for the day, then went to bed. And that was hitting me in my mind. What if Blessing get corona now? Where am I gonna go? Who can I help? There were also some people depend on us in the rural areas. We couldn't help them. My future was black, dark, dark, dark. I couldn't even see that small light at the end of the tunnel. One day, my daughter decided, now I want to see my father today. And I just told her, yeah, she can come. The first words was, Daddy, I was praying for you yesterday night. Don't worry, Corona will go back soon. And I was asking, from where? From Namibia? I said, no, not from Namibia, from you. And you are not looking good. And she was actually heartbroken. Until today, she hates Corona. From there, then I was like, oh, okay. If the smallest one is saying this, why am I not picking me up self and do the right thing and get rid of this thing? That's where I started to run, to practice, coming to my quiet place. And actually, the main thing that broke my heart during that time was there was no one. The time of COVID, there was no one.
So can you tell us where we are right now?
We are at my silent place. I call this place my silent place. I will come here when the COVID is hitting me like 120%. Looking at the ocean, then you will hear voices like, no, you don't belong here. Today, you don't belong here. Get up and go home. Some days, they will nurse you like, no, you will survive. Your future is a bright future. You must not give up now. Think about your kids. Think about the people around you. Even the wind will do that. Actually, you must meditate. The thing of COVID is, looks like COVID is afraid of the warmness and is friends with the coldness. So the whole time you are baking in the sun, it helps a lot.
So is that what you did?
Yeah, I did. I will do that twice a day. This was supposed to be a golden year for me, a very, very good golden year for me, but then COVID decided, no, this is not going to be your golden year. Everything was cancelled. We, the filmmakers, this year, from the international shoots, lost lot of money.
You've lost 3 family members? Is it all due to COVID?
No, not all due to COVID. First one, my sister, she was very close to me. She contracted COVID April, and she was in ICU for 3 months. The COVID damaged her lungs, and at the stage her lungs collapsed and she couldn't breathe without the machines. Her kidneys failed, her liver has failed. COVID is real. First of all, COVID is real. It's not a joke. Most of the people, they fall away from COVID regulations. Still early to fall away from COVID regulations. We must still go in line with those COVID regulations.
And how long did you say it took you to recover?
3 weeks, 21 days.
What must somebody do to change your mind from that negative perspective to that positive?
Positive. COVID, no job, it's very dangerous. There was one day I just decided I'm gonna take a rope, go to the jetty, sit around there, and after all I will hang there by the jetty. The time I arrived here there was no wind, out of nowhere, the ocean was like angry, and it started to get cold, and I was like, but it was just nice weather. Then I sat down. Then the universe will talk with you, the wind, the sun, the ocean. That's the main thing of COVID. If you don't save yourself, no one will save you. And we must always appreciate what we have around us. That's the main thing in COVID. If you don't appreciate what you have around you, no, you lose your head.
Smile, smile, smile. When you walk with me, I just want you to smile, smile.
My industry and what I've done with my hands in Namibia, it's going all over the world, and here you are, Papa G, you want to quit? Now, I'm excited for 2021. It's not gonna be the same like 2020 now. I'm making back in the groove.
Give me food, clothes, water, and shelter. Nothing else, no matter. You're my moonlight in my oven. Let all my sins be forgiven. Happiness rain on me. Never let the children cry.
Nothing is too good for my daughter. Now here's the deal, Nambi. There's no playing around with other boys before your wedding. Do you understand me? It's the most important day of your life.
Nambi, baby, you have a face like a beautiful person. I got you this Virgin Mary necklace to protect your innocence.
Stupid man. We have loved each other since high school, and now you want to turn your back on me? All the plans we made, you just throw them away? And you want Nambi now? When I've always been there for you, Ziwa, do you understand? And she doesn't even love you. I wasted my time on someone like you.
Don't be like that, Jalia.
Love